Why the home team?
Well, give the visiting team the ball. I don't care.
There's Kevin.
There's another bad throw. All right.
He and Yigitoglu mercifully get us started here so Boeheim and Alexander can calm down.
Matt Cross did a great job defensively against Tay Davis. That's one of the things that Michael Shrewsberry said he wanted to see his guys get into the paint.
Quick shot. Edwards in front. Got the friendly roll. 2-0 SMU. With 5 to shoot. Harris. Chuck Harris. That is a 2, and it's good. 4-0 SMU on a pair of 2-point goals.
You don't want to do it that way.
Okay.
Here's Burton in the corner. Shrewsberry had it taken away. And this is Edwards with help. Behind the back, Oquendo the dunk.
And you can't ask for a better start on the road if you're the Mustangs. Michael Shrewsberry not liking what he's seeing early
in Dallas and trying to take SMU to a second straight 20-win campaign tonight. The victory.
WD, you are a trivia guy, so I can throw this question to you. Tay Davis able to knock down the 3-ball to get
the Boston Celtics.
It would be the Boston Celtics. Of course, Michael Shrewsberry coaching alongside Brad Stevens, and Andy Enfield coaching with the Celtics with Rick Pitino, who the guy to my right gave his first college job. We know they want to use the 3. However, they've got to find a way to put some pressure on SMU's defense in the paint.
Oquendo out of the corner for 3. Kario Oquendo has 5.
I know you didn't do that often, did you?
I never did that. I didn't ever did. I only played 8 guys.
I was about to say, you didn't play enough guys to send in another 5.
There were 5 guys to put in the game. Cross. And now Oquendo on the drive. Kario threw it up on the glass, and the darn thing went in.
At NC State, so 3 games this week for Neil Ivy and her squad. The #1 team in the country.
Terrific team. Yigitoglu on the follow.
And so when you see that, especially from your guy that you have to trust, is Yigitoglu. That's a pass, coach.
Absolutely.
And a foul and 1.
Corey Alexander pass.
Stop it.
Maybe.
See?
But not.
WD.
Well, you're not going to beat him. You're going to get beat badly, too.
Oquendo, hard drive off the wing into traffic with a right hand scores. 9 for Kario Oquendo.
Rants in your day. Have you ever noticed that when your teams come out to play after that, they may be playing with a little too much pressure on them?
No, I don't think. And usually you get a positive out of it. You usually get a little bump because your players want to go after it. But the problem here really is the big guy is just keeping the lane.
Is the fact that SMU is shooting 69% from the field. So I understand the offensive problems, but they can't stop SMU, and that's a bigger issue when you're trying to make a comeback.
A little bit, but they're off. I mean, you can't score 7 points in 10 minutes and be in any game, and that's where they're at right now.
First 2-point goal of the half for Notre Dame, and Oquendo is rolling.
Remember, SMU is 2nd in the league in field goal percentage defense. They're a good defensive team.
Shrewsberry, the floater, and bucket for Braeden Shrewsberry. Terrell Colbert at 6'10" on the board. Shrewsberry the other way. Got the bounce on a 3. That's his 68th 3 of the year. Colbert, right-hand jumper good.
Everything's going right. Everything's going wrong.
And this first half has gone well beyond that.
Here's the runner for Shrewsberry, blocked away. Colbert deflected it, and we're going to get a foul called, I believe, on Jai.
Not the same guy we saw in those other 2 uniforms.
No, different player altogether. Here goes Burton sneaking around into traffic and scoring.
And he usually gets there easily, which I think you got to give SMU credit for.
Yigitoglu turns. Konstantinovsky cannot stop.
Mustangs to try to get a quad 1 win, but Clemson trying to stay in that same spot to make sure they are on Duke's heels for the ACC turn.
Alaco step back over Oquendo. Front rim miss. And here's the transition off the rebound. And look at B.J. Edwards go to the basket and score. Second points for Edwards.
And
drifts off to cover Davis. 6 to shoot for Tay Davis against Matt Cross. Kick out. Shrewsberry pushes up a 3. That's good.
He has to be very careful with the 3 fouls on this end of the floor to make sure he doesn't pick up a 4.
Cross a 3. Got it. Matt Cross, his first basket, is his 39th 3 of the year.
That's what he did 5 or 6 years ago.
Has been the offensive punch. Marcus Burton back on the floor, by the way, as well during the break.
Now Michael Shrewsberry going to go zone defensively with no bigs out there.
Cross makes him pay.
Burton's just trying to do too much. There's no space to go there. Get into the paint, kick it out, make a play for someone else instead of picking up your fourth turnover.
Minute 5 to go. Oh, not a hook. Oh, Matt Cross.
This is my problem with the committee balancing the whole year. You got teams playing great at the end, and you have to reward them.
Logan Ives to steal and score.
They're a different team now. You have to respect them.
Edwards out front. Here's Harris with 2, 1 at the horn. There's the 50.
They got there.
And it finished the way it started for the Mustangs. Attacking the paint, getting to the rim.
North Carolina joined them. They led NC State by 25 at halftime tonight in Chapel Hill.
Coach, let me ask you this. You have a huge lead like this at halftime. What do you tell your team if you're Andy Enfield and you go in at half?
Their defense, I mean, Notre Dame's not going to overcome a 25-point lead unless something crazy happens like that.
Yeah.
He had 8 points, couple of rebounds, couple of steals. Here's Cross, a 3 from the front, and he answers the triple from Shrewsberry.
He's really improved as a player. You have to give him credit.
10 for Cross. 9th straight double-figure game for him. Condensed answers a triple.
And back-to-back threes for the Fighting Irish to start the second half. The issue has been, can they find a way to slow down the Mustangs? And the answer is no. Back-to-back buckets for the Mustangs as well.
4 o'clock Eastern start against Clemson at Moody Coliseum in Dallas. And I would say that would change the complexity of the game against Brad Brownell's Tigers as Oquendo drives for his 7th field goal. He's got 17.
Coach, let me ask you this. If Boopie Miller is ready, the way Oquendo has played throughout this game, did you disrupt the game going off the bounce? And this is a guy that normally does his damage from beyond the three-point arc, finishing strong at the rim.
You don't lose your starting spot by injury.
I'll say this. Boopie Miller and Chase Hunter will be worth the ticket. There's this inside pass, and Yigitoglu's back on the board.
They almost are in that position, even though they're going to have 20, 21 wins, 23 wins. There's not enough quad 1 wins in our league.
There's a scoop and score for Davis.
It is that, but you see Muhammad actually having to play in the post, trying to take away Matt Cross. That's going to be a tough matchup for him as Matt Cross continues to develop for the Mustangs. So although they went to the portal, to get guys who know their way around the basketball court.
Davis, the second chance opportunity. In the win against Virginia back on December the 7th, in what was the first ACC game for the Mustangs at Moody Coliseum.
The offensive rebound put back and damaged the foul from the SEC.
Well, especially when they're getting, you do it because they're getting beat by 25 and 30 points now by quad 1 teams. So that has to factor in, and it also has to factor in, this is who you are now.
And Marcus, long bounce pass. They try and skip it to Serta, 5 to shoot for the freshman. Now here's Roper, shot clock winding down, triple away and good.
A smaller lineup.
Cross the 3 bounds away, rebounded by Chuck Harris. Baseline, this is Ambrose Hilton scoring.
Well, you know, we got to give the Mustangs a lot of credit. They haven't let up at all in the second half, even though Notre Dame has been able to get a little more going on the offensive end of the floor. It hasn't slowed the Mustangs down at all.
But you still have the net to consider, and the bigger you win by, the more it benefits you in the net.
Sundra's 7th 3 of the year. That's what I like to hear. Team game.
We're going to Vincenzo's in Louisville, and we're going to have great food.
Yeah.
And then we're going to figure out who's on all the time.
All right, we'll do that. There's Tay Davis. You got Chuck Harris, B.J. Edwards, Samet Yigitoglu is coming to the game. There's Tibet Gorner, fellow Turkish player. And there's a 3 for Kario Oquendo that'll give him an ACC high. That is 23 now for Oquendo. He had 21 against Virginia in December, and there's Davis and an and 1 on Oquendo.
So, Coach, coming into this game, this very well could have been my most improved player, Tay Davis, but you got to think of the job SMU's done holding us for a partner. But it was actually Burt that got us in. So, you know, I gave the wrong official credit for that, WD.
Wow. Shrewsberry a 3, 11 to shoot for the Irish. Davis, Away for Condensed. Pull-up jumper, good for J.R. Condensed.
So when you see him struggle the way that they have, Coach, I'm with you. You got to give SMU's defense a tremendous amount of credit.
Yep, there goes Yigitoglu. He scores with the right hand. Here's Gorner wide open in transition. He saved it to the other team and then went into the front row.
And numbers for Notre Dame.
And one on the Yigitoglu foul. His career low is 6 from December of 2023. His season low is 15. And there's a 3 by Shrewsberry. He's got 21 now in the ball game. That's his 5th 3 of the night. And an ACC season high. And there's Sundra laying it in.
It should not be 8 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And secondly, I can't park all the way across
like
in the
I did.
baseball parking lot.
Like the 80-year-old man did.
I tried to fight for you.
That was Muhammad on the bucket. When SMU beat Notre Dame, they advanced to play Duke as the 7th seed. The Mustangs lost to the Blue Devils 94 to 79.
He was on that team today.
No, I asked.
Oh, he's not. Okay.
No.
Casino Mobley was in 1997 or somewhere around there.
All right, but here's the deal.
He was thinking about going there. Is that
Rhode Island. An 0-2 to Kario.
But they talked about that earlier today, WD. They said they only won on each other's home court.
Digger
Nobody can win a whole game.
Digger he barely remembered it, but he did.
And the foul away jump shot is good.
Absolutely has, and now SMU with 97 points, only 3 away from scoring 100 points for a 6th time this season.
Yeah, and there's the drive by Imes. Logan Imes the basket. SMU's going to win 20 for the 2nd year in a row, go to 11-4 in the league, sets up a big Saturday against Clemson, fellas.
It absolutely does. Big weekend coming up for the Mustangs. Opportunity for a quad 1.